I hope you're all getting on okay with all your squares. I'm certainly learning lots of stuff as I go along. I'm now on to square number 5, the stripy square. I'm looking forward to this one because I really like stripes, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to knit myself some kind of scarf using the technique, and I'm not entirely sure how the wool is supposed to go from one colour to the other without cutting bits of wool off. So I'm going to try and master that. I've just cast on my 34 stitches and I've done my first row. So now I'm going to try and bring in the green. Now it says leave quite a long end, so I think I'm just going to hold that there and then try and put it in on a knit and see what happens. It seems to be okay, but it's just a case of holding the green so that it doesn't go all slack. The tutorial is actually really clear and it really showed me what to do, but what I was finding was that the wool was actually causing me problems because it was pulling through and getting very, very slack. But if you just pull it slightly, it then seems to go on quite nicely. So I'm going to give this a go. I'm really looking forward to seeing if this works, because if it does, this opens up a whole new load of possibilities for snoods and scarves, and given how cold it has been today, I still don't think it's too late in the year to make myself a great big scarf. And I've got some brilliant wool which I've pulled from a jumper which I found in a charity shop, so I'm hoping to put that into a lovely scarf based on the techniques I'm learning now. So wish me luck, off I go. You can see the green is now attaching itself to the blue, that's that side, and I presume this side will be the right side. So off we go. I've now got all 3 colours in, and when you're knitting it, one thing I found is that is one knit and purl line on the pink, and it actually, I thought, oh, hang on a minute, there's not enough pink, there's not enough of a thickness of a stripe, and so I actually did another row thinking I'd misread it, but in actual fact, as you then knit the next colour in, the rest of the pink comes through. So don't panic if you think, oh, hang on a minute, the one I'm doing is really, really narrow. The other thing is the ends. It looks a right old mess, and they are very, very loose, so I just keep pulling them tightly. And what I think the thing I've learned from this is that when you take the next colour up, you can see it's just a bit of a mash of things. If you just reorder the wool and then have the wool that you're working with at the front and everything else shoved to the back, that seems to make quite a lot of difference to how it moves up. So I'm going to keep going now all the way to the end of the square and see how long it takes me. It hasn't taken too long to get to that. I just wish I could be a little bit quicker and a little bit more slick like the video tutorials. But hey, that will hopefully come with time. So I'll see you at the end. Well, it wasn't too difficult. I got a bit confused with all the wools going left, right and centre, but once I got myself into a rhythm, it was absolutely fine. So here's the square. You can see the back. This is how it looks, and actually looks quite nice. I was a little bit worried towards the middle because I was pulling the wool too tightly, thinking it needed to be really, really tight, but in actual fact, I should have been actually letting it off. So I've just sort of given it a little bit of a yank, and it seems to have sorted itself out before I tied everything off. It's very, very curled up. You can see it's all over the place. So I'm going to go and sort that out with a damp cloth, as they've suggested. I nearly got a hot iron on it until I suddenly thought, actually, that probably wasn't a very good idea. The back is really, really nice. So I quite like that side as well. If I have enough wool, I might do another one and put that one at the front as well. But all in all, it's a really good, and I really like the colour actually. I would never have put those colours together myself, but actually seeing them together, really, really nice. So onwards.